These are the dominant 7th voicings with a raised 11th or raised 4th, flat 5 in some instances. On the 1, 2, 3, 4 string group on G, we'll begin with the dominant 7th flat 5 itself, G, D flat, F, and B. Inversion, B, F, G, and D flat. Inversion, same as the first form, D flat, G, B, and F. And F, B, D flat, and G, same as the second. Starting here from the first version, we can lower the F to D and the soprano voice to A, and even go backwards, which is G, C sharp, D, and F. So many times these voicings will have a combination of the sharp 11 and the 5th present in them, so that they won't sound just like flat 5 chords, but they'll be a mixture. The root can be raised to A, C sharp, F, and B, A, C sharp, F, and D. So we can hear that it still relates to the G with the flat 5, the sharp 11. Also, we have G, C sharp, E, and F. So that also has that sound. A, C sharp, F, and G. And that rearranges nicely with the original voicing. Also moving ahead, we have B, C sharp, F, and A. Now the related chords are, of course, the B minor with a flat 5, but the D minor major 7 is related here, the F major 7 with a sharp 5th, and also the D flat 7 with a sharp 9. So here's the transformation of those. Here's the B minor flat 5, A, D, F, and B. Bring the root of the chord up to the C sharp. This gives us the D minor major 7, which of course relates to the G7 sharp 11. We're moving the D to E, F major 7 sharp 5, moving the third A to B. So this is the D flat 7 sharp 9, which of course is related to the G7. Now here's the moving the C sharp to D. Also, from the B minor flat 5, we have the F major 7 with the flat 5. So B, E, F, A, E, F, and B. So that's fine as well. Now moving ahead, we have C sharp, F, A, and B, which has that sound family within it. Moving ahead further, we have the B minor flat 5, which is kind of a, the G9. We can lower the D to C sharp to give a traditional 9th chord sound with a raised 11. We can move it up to E, and now move the B to C sharp. So now we have the D minor major 7. So we have C sharp, F, A, and D. Voice exchange, C sharp and D. Stretch backwards. D, F, A, C sharp straight up and down. Moving the soprano to E, F major 7 sharp 5, C sharp, F, A, and E. Moving the third of that chord, the A to B, D7 sharp 11, which sounds like a G13 with a sharp 11. So those are all within that sound family. So they all have that specific tonality. This is E, F, A, and C sharp. And move the A to B. Again, G13, sharp 11 type sound family. Moving forward from there, we can go to this chord, with the B minor 7 flat 5 or the G7 flat 5 as well right here. I'll do the D minor major 7, D, A, C sharp, and F. And then, of course, we move the the D to E, so we have the F major 7 sharp 5, voice exchange, F, A, C sharp, and E. And we can go back to a regular B as well from the C sharp, but we can backstretch. Top voice moves from E to D, so F, A, C sharp, and D. Now, going back from F, A, B, and D to a flat 5. So that's F, A, B, and C sharp, very colorful voicing. Also, moving ahead, we have F, A, C sharp, and G, which sounds good there against the G. This traditional 13th voicing is sort of where it comes from. We just move the B, F, A, B, and G with an F, and then just move to the C sharp. We can get all that motion. Now, F, B, C sharp, and A as well. So from the flat 5 voicing, the F, B, C sharp, and G, move the top voice to A. So that combines with all this. All of those sorts of things. If we go from the flat 5, F, B, C sharp, and G, what we can do is move the top voice to E. So there's our D flat 7 sharp 9, F, B, C sharp, and E, backstretched to the C sharp. Very nice, colorful voicing. Going back to collect a few more based on that, D, F, C sharp, and E. It's very nice voicing. Also, E, F, C sharp, and D. So you can sort of combine those with the G and the bass. So all of those sorts of voicings that are colorful, have a lot of seconds in them. Sound great with the G in the back. So they're all workable. Moving forward, F, B, back to the F, B, C sharp, and A. Okay, and back to the flat 5. And of course we have G, B, F, and A, and we can move the F to C sharp, which is, we can move that back here. Same formation, D, flat, F, B, and G. So very interesting sort of flat 5 voicing. Again, move from the sharp 9. This came from the sharp 9 chord, D flat, F, B, and E, moving the soprano to G, or back to D, so like a D flat 7 flat 9. So we have the C sharp and the D in the chord, and of course the voice exchange with the 9th is available as well. Also, even just a basic form like this, your G7, we take the G7 and just raise the B, raise the 3rd of a G7 to the raised 11th, which is common, and that can happen for any of the G7 chords. What you're doing is you're raising the 3rd. So here, for instance, you would raise the 3rd, like a D flat with a flat 9. So each place you have a 3rd, you just raise that to the C sharp, the augmented 11th, so you get that sort of sound. So that being the way to do it, and that works here too. F, B, D, and G, you just raise the middle voice, which is the B, and this is where we get the F major 7 sharp 5, so this is kind of the genesis of it. So here's the G7, raise G to A, B minor flat 5, raise B to C sharp, D minor major 7, move D to E, F major 7 sharp 5, and then move A to B, D flat major 7, D flat 7 sharp 9. So that's the whole transformation process. whole process. We can work there too. We have C sharp, E, F, and D. As likewise, B, D, F, and C sharp. So that will give you a broad overview of the dominant seventh chords with the sharp 11 sound on the 1, 2, 3, 4 string family in the key of G.